Hello and welcome to this video lecture presentation on combining like terms through addition and subtraction with polynomial expressions. In order to combine like terms through addition and subtraction, two conditions must exist. Number one is that the letters or pattern of letters must match exactly. The second is that the exponents on the letters or pattern of letters must match exactly. So if one or two of these conditions are not present, they're not like terms, you cannot combine them. So let's take a look at an example. Okay, so here's an example. This is basically a pattern matching exercise where we want to try to find letters or patterns of letters that match along with their exponents. Like for instance, how about this 9x squared? There's a matching x squared value here. Now, what I like to do is when you have a big long strand like this, I like to put the like terms under different symbols. So like I put a circle on 9x squared and x squared. Now maybe I might do a square on minus 3xy and 5xy. They're like terms because the letters match and the exponents are assumed to be 1 on both the x and the y. And they match as well, so that's why that they're like terms. And then maybe use a triangle. So I have a 12y squared minus y squared plus 4y squared. And now once we identified all of the like terms, we could add them or subtract them accordingly. Now all we simply do is take the numbers in front of the letters called coefficients and add them or subtract them based on what the sign says to do. And you leave the letter and the exponents the same. You don't add the exponents, you don't manipulate them in any way. You just keep the pattern of letters with their exponents intact. So with the x squareds here, I have 9 plus 1, which is 10. And then you keep the x squared the same. Now I have minus 3xy plus 5xy. Minus 3 plus 5 is plus 2. And then you just keep the xy the same. You don't touch it. And then here I have 12y squared minus, if there's no number in front, it's assumed to be 1. Minus 1y squared plus 4y squared. So 12y squared minus 1y squared is 11y squared. 11y squared plus 4y squared is plus 15y squared. And that is how you look at combining like terms through addition and subtraction. If you keep those two conditions intact, you should have very little difficulty in completing other related problems. One more problem I do want to cover to make sure that we're clear on this. Let's look at this example. 9x squared y minus 3yx squared plus 4xy squared. Now, at first glance, it may appear that there aren't any like terms. However, if you look at the middle term, the commutative property of multiplication says that order doesn't matter. So we could actually rearrange this into 3x squared y. And if I rearrange it, I'll just bring down the rest of the problem. Now I can see I have a matching 9x squared y and a minus 3x squared y. 9 minus 3 is 6. You keep the x squared y the same, and then it's plus 4xy squared. So right there is your final answer. That is how you combine like terms through addition and subtraction. Thank you for listening and have a good one. Bye-bye.